Hi everyone, I'm Alex, and today we're going to delve into another distressing case together. Madeline Kingsbury was born on June 1, 1996, and spent his early years in the state of Minnesota. Following her graduation from Farmington High School, she adopted the nickname Maddie. Her academic journey continued at Winona State University, located roughly 2 hours southeast of St. Paul. During her university years, she formed a romantic connection with a fellow student, Adam Taylor Fravel, who was approximately a year and a half her senior. Their relationship was marked by its volatility, often characterized as being intermittent. Together they welcomed 2 children, a daughter Ellie, and a son Noah, and resided in what seemed to be a duplex on Cary Drive in Winona. Maddie secured employment as a clinical research coordinator, commuting to Rochester, Minnesota, an hour's distance, on Mondays and Fridays. On Tuesdays through Thursdays, she worked remotely from an office in her home. Ambitious about her career, Maddie was pursuing a master's degree in public health administration. Adam, while tech-savvy, aspired to become a pilot and was actively taking flying lessons to realize this dream. The financial dynamics within their relationship were skewed, with Maddie being the primary earner. As time passed, their partnership began to fray, leading them to seek therapy, which ultimately proved insufficient. By March 2023, the couple had initiated separation proceedings. Amidst this, Maddie became involved with Spencer, a fellow Winona resident, and was making arrangements to relocate from the shared household with Adam to an apartment. At 8:20 p.m. on March 31, 2023, Maddie's friend Katie reached out to law enforcement due to worries about Maddie's welfare. Katie lost contact with her that day and decided to visit Maddie's home. She noticed Maddie's minivan parked in the driveway, yet there was no answer when she knocked on the door. Additionally, Katie disclosed to the police that Maddie was experiencing issues with her partner, Adam Fravel. In the course of their investigation, the police uncovered the following details. Maddie's home showed no evidence of a struggle, though it was disordered. Items such as Maddie's cell phone, laptop, computer, purse, and jacket were all present in the home. The most recent activity on her cell phone was a text message sent to her sister at 8:15 a.m. on March 31. Adam reported that the last time he saw Maddie was on the morning of that day. After dropping their children off at daycare, they returned home. Maddie mentioned an online meeting followed by a work trip to Rochester. Adam left in Maddie's minivan around 10:15 a.m. to transport items to his parents' residence in Mabel, Minnesota, roughly an hour's drive south. Approximately 11 miles from his destination, he realized he had mistakenly packed some items meant for storage, prompting him to return home. Arriving back around 11:30 a.m., Adam found no sign of Maddie, although her car, which she was supposed to drive to work, remained. He presumed she had opted for carpooling. Later, he collected their children from daycare. Daycare surveillance footage corroborated that Maddie and Adam had dropped off their children at 8:05 a.m., and Adam alone had picked them up at 4:21 p.m. The police pieced together a sequence of events from various surveillance footage in Winona and surrounding locales. On the morning of March 31st, at 9:44 a.m., surveillance captured Maddie's minivan in her driveway. An individual donning a light-colored jacket approached the minivan, removed its license plate, and within 3 minutes affixed a different plate. At 9:55 a.m., this person got into the minivan, which was then seen leaving by 10 a.m. Shortly after, at 10:02 a.m., the minivan appeared at a gas station with the individual resembling Adam, and the minivan now bearing the license plate registered to Adam's car. The vehicle returned to Maddie's residence at 10:31 a.m. and left again at 11:26 a.m. Surveillance then showed the minivan driving south on Highway 43 between 11:44 and 11:59 a.m., a route leading to Mabel from Winona. The minivan reappeared, heading north on Highway 43 towards Winona at 12:44 p.m., with a 45-minute gap in its whereabouts. At 1:28 p.m., it was back at Maddie's home. These observations strongly suggested Adam's involvement in Maddie's disappearance, although her whereabouts remained unknown to the police. The narrative shifted on June 7, 2023, when a police officer located Maddie's remains in proximity to the property of Adam's parents. Her remains were discovered by a public gravel road in a region formerly tended to by Adam's family. Subsequently, Adam Fravel was apprehended and faced charges of second-degree murder. His charges were elevated in October 2023 as he was indicted for first-degree murder. The commencement of Adam's trial is slated for 2024. Let's examine the evidence for and against the notion of his culpability, beginning with the incriminating aspects. In an account from one of Maddie's friends, during a period in either 2020 or 2021, an incident occurred while Maddie was engaged in a video call at her residence. Adam came into view and delivered a slap to Maddie's face. It appeared that Adam was unaware that his actions were visible to the friend through the video feed. A screenshot of a 2021 text exchange revealed Maddie confronting Adam about his aggressive behavior, including choking and shoving her, to which Adam's dismissive response was, "You'll adjust." Maddie retorted that such actions were unacceptable, warning that a recurrence would compel him to leave. Adam also seemed fixated on the Gabby Petito case, where Gabby, a young woman, was slain by her partner, Brian Laundrie, during a trip. The case was extensively publicized. Maddie confided to a friend that Adam ominously predicted she would share Gabby's fate. This friend also noted seeing bruises on Maddie on several occasions. On the 25th of March, a significant conversation took place between Maddie and Adam, wherein Maddie revealed her new relationship with Spencer. This disclosure potentially provided Adam with a motive. On the eve of the tragic incident, March 30th, Adam took deliberate steps to remove tracking apps and disable the location services on his phone. On the fateful day, a switch of license plates occurred on Maddie's minivan at a residence. The replacement plate was one registered to Adam's vehicle. The likelihood that Adam was the individual who made the switch is supported by his subsequent identification at a gas station, driving the minivan. Despite his claim of visiting his parents that day, the discovery of Maddie's remains on land previously maintained by Adam's family casts doubt on his narrative. This land was notably in proximity to where the minivan was unaccounted for approximately 45 minutes on March 31st, while under Adam's control. Adam's rationale for detouring to this area is questionable, particularly as the discovery of items for storage in the minivan does not justify a return trip to his residence. On April 1st, authorities observed 6 new scratches on Adam's face. Intriguingly, the previous evening Adam had conducted an online search, inquiring about the dangers of dog scratches on the face, suggesting a possible attempt to preemptively justify the marks. In the home Maddie shared with Adam, surveillance cameras had been installed. However, following Maddie's murder, it was discovered that these cameras had been forcibly removed from the walls, and the SD cards that would have contained footage were nowhere to be found. A relative of Adam suggested that the police should scrutinize Spencer more closely as a suspect. Nonetheless, Spencer had a solid alibi. He was verified to be at his workplace when the murder occurred. Regarding the factors that could absolve someone from suspicion, there were no direct witnesses or video evidence of the murder. Curiously, Maddie's residence showed no traces of a struggle, which raises questions if the murder took place there. Adam acknowledged he had referenced Gabby Petito, though he claimed it was in jest, which hardly seems a strong exculpatory point. At the outset of Maddie's relationship with Adam, she was optimistic about their future together. However, as time passed, it became evident that Adam was not the right partner for her. They sought counseling, which provided some benefit. Maddie confided in a friend about her dedication to the counseling process and her efforts to salvage the relationship. Despite her dedication, Maddie ultimately realized it was necessary to move forward. She began a new relationship, initially concealing it from Adam. The burden of this secret weighed on her, leading her to confess to Adam, driven by a desire for honesty over deception. On March 30th, 2023, Maddie acquired a new cell phone, prompting Adam to question why she ceased to share her location with him. It became apparent that Maddie was distancing herself and asserting her independence from Adam, engaging in a new relationship and preparing to move out, actions that symbolized the end of Adam's attempts to control her. Confronted with a loss of control, Adam resorted to a drastic and horrific decision to emulate the actions of someone he wrongly idolized. The evidence against Adam was clear, echoing the clear guilt associated with his ill-chosen role model. Thank you for watching, everyone. Please put any opinions and thoughts in the comment section. They always generate an interesting dialogue. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay updated on new stories from around the world. See you soon. Take care.